If you've driven down Donald Ross in Juno Beach lately, you've probably looked around and been like, what the heck is happening here? And that's a fair reaction, because right now, at one single intersection in this small beach town, there's 4 major developments going up as we speak. Now we're talking hundreds of new homes, new restaurants, luxury condos, new retail, all converging on what locals are calling the Four Corners. Now, whether that sounds exciting or terrifying to you, probably all depends on why you're watching this video right now. But either way, you need to know what's coming, because this is gonna change Juno Beach forever. And I'm gonna break down every single project and what it means for the community and what it means for you if you're thinking about making a move here. So here's the context. The intersection right here on Donald Ross and US 1 has always been the heart of Juno Beach. Locals call it the Four Corners, as I mentioned previously. And for years, it was anchored by some very familiar spots: a beloved fish restaurant, a local shopping plaza, and the Holiday Inn. And don't forget the beloved Christmas tree lot that families visited every year as a tradition. But in 2024, that all began to change when developers started buying up properties on each corner, which is fundamentally going to change the landscape of this entire corridor. So let's go corner by corner, and I'm gonna show you exactly what's coming. So let's start at the southwest corner. This is probably the most talked about project amongst people already living in the area. This is where the old Christmas tree lot used to be. And I know, this was a tradition for many families in the area. So yes, it's a bit bittersweet. What's replacing it is a development called the Dunes at Juno Beach. Pulte Home Company, one of the biggest home builders in the country, was approved by the town of Juno Beach in September of 2024 to build 40 luxury townhomes on this site. Now, these aren't your average Florida townhomes. Think Key West architecture, cracker style, luxury townhomes. Classic Florida coastal design, elevated and airy. And the whole development is designed to serve as a gateway into Juno Beach. So curb appeal and community aesthetics were a big part of the approval conversation. So if you're thinking about relocating to the area and you're looking at new construction in Juno Beach, these are worth keeping a very close eye on. Now let's cross the street to the northwest corner. And this is the project that has generated the most conversation, the most excitement, and honestly, the most pushback from longtime residents in a very long time. It's called Caretta. And when you see the renderings, you'll understand why people have opinions about it. Right behind me, you have 95 luxury residences spread across 4 5-story buildings. And I wanna walk you through the amenities list because it tells you exactly who this is designed for. We're talking about a rooftop infinity pool with ocean views, a golf simulator, and 24-hour concierge services. There's also a restaurant, retail space. The residences themselves range from about 1,500 square feet on the smaller end up to 5,000 square feet for the larger units. This is full-on luxury South Florida living right in the middle of a small, laid-back beach town. Some folks in Juno Beach see this as an incredible addition, world-class amenities, elevated property values. Others are asking a really legitimate question. Is this the kind of growth Juno Beach actually wants? And I'll give you my honest take on that in just a minute. Here's the thing though, we're only halfway through the corners and the story doesn't stop there. In January 2026, a new developer made a quiet purchase of 2 famous local spots, the Holiday Inn and the Juno Beach Fish House, which is one of the most beloved local restaurants here in town. Now, no plans have been announced yet, no renderings, no town council meetings, nothing. But given what's happening on every other corner, the community is watching very, very closely. And the mayor of Juno Beach, Peggy Wheeler, has made a public announcement stating that they're coming up with a master development plan. That's gonna give the residents of Juno Beach a voice on what gets built on these remaining parcels. Then there's the 4th piece of this puzzle, Plaza Del Mar, which is a shopping center just up the road and was recently acquired by a Chicago-based developer. The mayor's still in conversations with the existing tenants. What replaces it? That's still an open question. So what you have at this intersection right now is actually a live, real-time reshaping of an entire town center, with some pieces already in motion and some pieces still being written. If you're finding this information useful and want to stay updated as things move forward, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. I'd love for you to be part of my journey as I keep you updated with new developments happening right here on this corridor in Juno Beach. So earlier I promised to give you my honest take, and here it is. If you're a longtime resident of Juno Beach and you don't want to see more growth and you don't want the intersection to get busier, then you probably have an issue with all the developments that are going on. However, it's a catch-22 because your property values are going to go up. Your skyline is definitely going to change, but that comes along with new restaurants, new shopping, new growth, and better growth. So whether you're a longtime resident or somebody looking to move to Juno Beach, this growth is happening, and it's happening right before our eyes, and we can either embrace it or we can fight it. But what's happening here is real, and it can be good in a lot of ways. So I'm gonna keep following all of these 4 projects as they develop. The Dunes, Caretta, Plaza Del Mar, and the Holiday Inn intersection. So if you have questions about what any of this means for your own move, whether it's buying or selling in Juno Beach or the surrounding areas, drop a comment below because that's genuinely what we love doing.